Hi, I'm Bill Bradley. Join me for a recent excerpt of American Voices. Remember that wonderful vacation you had with your family, the one that gave you lovely family memories? Or maybe you were lucky enough to have a family vacation each year. Well, when people go through cancer treatments, having a great vacation usually falls by the wayside, or sometimes it's not financially possible. Recognizing how important this time is with one's family, my next guest started an organization that gives women with stage 4 breast cancer 5-star, all-expense-paid family vacations.
We're just hanging out by the pool. We're not sitting around in chairs talking about how horrible this disease is. And our kids are running around next to us. I think it's wonderful.
This is not our typical vacation. We usually go camping or driving up here. My kids were just like,
Sandra Gunn of Leslie's Week is here with me now. Sandra, thanks for coming on American Voices.
Well, thank you for having me.
Well, so Sandra, why did you choose to focus on vacations? There are a lot of organizations that do a lot of things. Why vacations?
I focused on vacations because that is the thing that creates memories in every child's life. And these families slowly watch their mother in decline during the process of stage 4 and see all of their financial resources disappear. And I felt that these women needed to get away from cancer and all of their therapies with their children and husbands and create these lasting memories.
That sounds like a really moving and wonderful idea. Were family vacations always something special to you?
Yes, they were. I grew up in a home that was not financially stable, and so the few times we could take family vacations are stored in my memory forever.
Well, any particular one?
Let's see. We went to an amusement park, and I'll never forget my mother's joy in riding the Ferris wheel with me. And, I still see her face and her laughing and squealing with me.
That's a great picture you gave us, you with your mom on that Ferris wheel.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes an impression on children.
So, who is Leslie?
Leslie Twohig was a family friend and a professional colleague, and is the inspiration behind Leslie's Week's mission. She was diagnosed with inflammatory triple-negative breast cancer that metastasized to her bones, and she passed away within 8 months.
At the same time you were thinking about this Leslie's Week, you were diagnosed with breast cancer.
Yes, that's very true. I was diagnosed twice, and I started Leslie's Week's nonprofit after I completed my first mastectomy.
So how hard was it to create a nonprofit?
Oh, my God. It was, I had my right breast mastectomy, the first breast cancer. So I was sitting at my computer and I thought, well, you know what? I think I'll make a nonprofit. And I think I'll help these stage 4 women instead of sitting around here feeling sorry for myself. So I pulled down that 1023 IRS nonprofit form.
Right.
And I looked at it online and I thought, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. And a little voice inside of me said, yeah, you can. You just start with question number 1. So I went through that form, Senator Bradley. I'm not exaggerating. 7 days a week, all through January and February, 8 solid weeks of working on that form.
And I hear the IRS was so impressed that they used your paperwork as a model.
They did.
Well, you did it the right way.
I did, from the heart.
Right.
Anything from the heart is believable, Senator Bradley.
That is so true. So tell us about some of the women and their families and the vacations you've sent them on. I mean, you got me curious. Where did the families go? Well,
it started out first with me just donating our Smoky Mountain vacation home in Tennessee. And then in 2014, Dollywood built a beautiful 5-star hotel called the Dreammore Resort. They give us a discounted rate on the rooms. We have the Laguna Beach Resort for the West Coast families who are giving us or donating to us their 5-star accommodations in their off-season.
Oh, what does vacation mean to me? Well, it's a vacation I wouldn't have been able to take without Leslie's Week.
So for me, this is really important because I don't know how many more vacations I'll have with my kids.
Just to allow for us to let down our guard and just have some time that we don't have to think about anything else but being together.
I knew about Leslie's week 2 years ago when I was first diagnosed, and I didn't think I was sick enough. And I am. So, excuse me, definitely do it. This means a lot.
Justifiably, the attention should be on the woman with breast cancer.
Sure.
But other men should support other men who are in circumstances with a wife with breast cancer.
Oh, you're right. And I started a Facebook page, private Facebook page, for the men because a gentleman named Scott Patrone was on our last vacation. His wife passed a month ago, and he was so grief-stricken. He emailed me and said, can you start a private Facebook page with me and all of the other husbands that were at the resort so that somebody can help me get through this? So I did it, and now they're talking to each other. And guess what? This is really exciting. What we did last year was we had a spa day for the women. I decided this year we are going to do a men's group where they get together, all the husbands, because many times they don't get to tell anyone how they feel.
People don't think about that, but you did. So what is there in your background and life that you think brought you to do this?
That's a really good question, and I've never thought about it. But when you were asking it, it jumped right into the front of my mind. My father was a World War II veteran, and he developed multiple sclerosis. And I became his caretaker because he could not work. He was 100% disabled. And my mother was the breadwinner, and I was the eldest daughter. And I became the person in charge of the family at the age of 8. But he had a tremendous impact on me, and I think it was good. What he went through, what I went through, produced who I am today. Because not everything in life is 100% negative. At the moment, it could be very painful and challenging, but then as you reflect back on it, you realize that those are the things that helped you mature and grow, and those are the things that built within you an appreciation and love for those people who are unable to help themselves. And you've been there, so you have the ability to help. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. As the son of a disabled father, I understand exactly what you're saying. So thank you so much. You and your husband have created a beautiful legacy for Leslie.
We have, and her memory will never die, will it?
It will never die, no. It'll live in the hearts of all those families that you've helped. Thanks so much for coming on American Voices.
You're certainly welcome.
I've been speaking with Sandra Gunn, the founder of Leslie's Week, which sends women with stage 4 breast cancer on 5-star, all-expense-paid family vacations. To find out more, visit us on Facebook. It's facebook.com/American Voices with Senator Bill Bradley.
And if the world should turn its back to you, and it seems there's nothing left to do, then may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Then may God hold you in the palm of his hand.
Thank you for listening to American Voices here on my YouTube channel. For more interviews celebrating the goodness and creativity of the American people, click the subscribe button below.